Okay, take two. I was recording, and my grandson escaped from the nursery. He pulled the chair over because they have a table and chair back there. He pulled the chair over to the gate, and the child gate, and jumped over. So he escaped. So I had to start over because it was too long a pause. I had to get up, see what was up with him. His toy was, he says it's broken. He always says it's broken, but it was the battery. But when it's the battery, he doesn't know that. He always says it's broken. So that's out the way. Also, I know how wretched I look. Okay, I know how wretched I look. But I'll tell you what happened. I came back from um, having brunch with my son. We went to Red Lobster of all places. Well, I didn't even know it was a Red Lobster here. My son and my daughter-in-law were going through apps, takeout apps or something, and they came across that there was a Red Lobster here. I did not even know it was a Red Lobster here, my eye. I did not even know it was a Red Lobster here. So, um, when he asked me where I wanted to go for my Mother's Day treat, I said I want to go to Red Lobster. Well, we could have gotten, lobster from any seafood restaurant that came right off the water yesterday, but I just wanted to go to Red Lobster. And I wanted that cheese bread, but they didn't have it here. That's why I wanted to go there, because I wanted that cheese bread, but they didn't have it here. So, but they put their own little um, twist on it. I had my appetizer was oysters, stuffed, breaded like oysters, and I had lobster tail and steak and vegetables, and my son had hot crab legs, big pile of them. He had, and please don't look at my nails either. He had um, chicken wings for his appetizer. He had chili fries too, or something. But and then they bring you a little dessert thing, a little cold coffee thing, and a little little thing at the end. I didn't want any dessert. They just bought. They just This is just the end of the meal. What they just bring. So it was really good, and we enjoyed ourselves. We came on back. So we came on back, and then I had to go because he wanted to take my daughter-in-law out tonight. To give her a little uh, treat. Take her out for a couple of drinks. And we didn't drink anything because he drove. And if you know, because over here, I'm gonna tell you, DUI, you lose everything. You lose your job, you lose everything, and everybody in the car, if they're driving or not, lose their license too. I mean, they're very, very strict over here about that. So he is very, but he's always been like that. I've always told him that, even when he was a teenager and wasn't supposed to be drinking. I always told him that if you are drinking or some of your friends are drinking, do not get in the car with them. Call a taxi, get home, and I'll lay you out the next day. But I'd rather you be safe. I'd rather you be safe. So he's been very good about that. So, okay, now why I look so ratchet? Oh, I was telling you about, okay. So then after brunch, I went to the store because I knew, we ate about 2, we left here about 2 o'clock. So I think we probably got there about 2:30. By the time we actually was eating, it was like 2:45, maybe 3. And I had iced tea. Yeah, I had iced tea, and he was drinking Pepsi. And yeah, so we got on back and we ate so early. I knew that I would need a snack this evening, and or something to eat. And I don't really feel like I want a whole meal. It's 8:25. I can't eat a whole meal now anyway. I'm not that kind of hungry because I ate so much. but I just wanted to, have a bento or whatever just in case I got hungry. So I went to the store, and while I was in the store, I was thinking that I wanted a, you know, fruity, creamy, cakey dessert. And then I was remembering, no, 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 because I got cookies for my mother. I'm going to do my Mother's Day haul. But I sat down as soon as we got back. 'Cause like I said, he was going to take my daughter-in-law out. So when we got back, I wanted to. I said, okay, well, I'm already made up. I'm looking good, eyeshadow, lashes, everything. I said I'm going to sit down and vlog real quick, while they're back there with the kids and before they leave. And I did my, haul. I did everything I talked about, some of my last notes about some stuff about the Philippines that I hadn't finished. That I forgot to put in my first vlog of Japan, and the one that followed it after the game. I forgot a couple things, and I had done everything perfect. Then I looked at it, and my face was so swollen. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And I didn't drink any alcohol, and I drank water with dinner. I mean, it wasn't anything salty. I mean, it wasn't anything. I mean, sodium is in everything. I mean, in the because I had mashed potatoes. I imagine with salt on the steak and probably on the lobster tail. I don't know, but just I looked at it and I'm like, oh, no, 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 I'm not posting that. No, I'm not a supermodel by any stretch of the imagination, but I look better than that. It's really bad. So I said, well, I'll wait till my face goes down a little bit. And which it did. I just, drank water, and flushed some of that, I guess, sodium, I don't know, out. But, yeah, so I decided as soon as I got the grandkids settled down, I would, try the vlogging thing again. And what I did was, I gave them their dinner, and I gave them their bath, and, and settled them down. And then I was sitting down to vlog again, and then my grandson escaped. And so I had to stop and do that. So after this whole story, it's terrible. Oh, okay. So I didn't want to put all my makeup back on. It just was no way I was going to put the eyeshadow back on, those lashes back on. No way. So I just put on a little powder so I wouldn't be shiny, and I just did my brows, of course, put some lipstick on, and these are my real eyelashes. These are my lashes. I was not going to put those lashes back on because I'm the worst at it. And plus, my real lashes, I'm surprised because they're really growing. They're really, really growing. Because the last time I wore false eyelashes, I tore my real ones out. Just tore them out because I didn't know what I was doing. I just tore them out and I had glued them to the lashes instead of so you just get wretched rather than that, how I was looking. It was terrible. So I'm going to do my Mother's Day haul. Then I got a couple of notes about writing and some of the stuff I've been doing, enjoying my grandkids. So I got this the other day from my daughter-in-law. This was an early, look at the thorns. The early, yeah, and please don't look at my my nails, because I was going to do them yesterday. Because I knew I was going out with my son today. But what ended up happening was I can't remember. He was out of town. So after my grandkids had their bath and everything, they didn't want to go to sleep. It was one of them, they were having one of those nights. So I went back there and sat with them, and by the time they went to sleep, which is really late for them, 10:30, usually 8:30ish, 9ish in there is when they pretty much fall asleep. But for some reason they were just, and I wanted them to be asleep before my son came home, because I know when he got home, forget it, they were going to be wide awake and they'd be up the rest of the night. But that would be their problem because I was going to go to bed. But yeah, I got that, and then I got these from my son. Please don't look at these nails. I got these. Oh yeah, and that's why I didn't do my nails. So I just kind of touched them up, the old touch up. And I gotta do them tonight. At the latest tomorrow, I've got to get that done. So, and then I got these. Yeah, what I was talking about in the store, I had cookies for my part of my Mother's Day haul. And look at them. That one says, "Thanks, Mom." They're cute. And I'm going to eat my freaking cookies. Because, like I said, I learned my lesson about saving things, saving things. Who all save these, and then you save things, and then you lose them, and then you never get to use them. So I'm going to eat my cookies tonight. And then I got this. Now, if it's in this kind of box, if this box like this, it's got to be something good. So I'll show you guys what it is. And I don't know exactly how to, let me try to hold it so you can kind of, I'll put it against the purple. Look at that, the white wall. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful amethyst? That's a diamond on the top. That is beautiful. I don't have a chain for it. They were going to get me a chain, but they didn't know what length to get really, because I want it to fall about there. I want to fall about there. I have a silver chain, but it's the one my cross is on, and it's too long. I want it because I want it to fall about right there. So I figured about a 20 with my height and everything, about a 20, about right there. And my skin and my makeup and stuff doesn't really look that bad for me to just throw something together, So I'm gonna put the bow back up and put this up because I don't want the kids to come running in here. They love to come in here and see what grandma is doing. So yeah, that was my Mother's Day, and I gotta try to call my mother tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. I'll probably when I get. Well, I know probably my sister is probably going to go to church because that's what we did last year. We went to church and then we went over to my niece's. So, and then they went and got my mom, from the assisted living place, and we just had a beautiful, beautiful Mother's Day, and ate so much stuff. I mean, we had a really good time. So I'm going to go through my planner real quick about some stuff. Let's see. Okay, Happy New Year. What the devil? I went back too far. Kids to the playground. Okay. I got really confused about how far as far as the week is concerned because I went to a Tuesday basketball game, and usually the basketball games are on Saturday or Sunday, and so then the whole week was messed up. I didn't know what day it was, like the whole week, because it's Golden Week or some kind of week. And yesterday was Boys' Day. They have a Boys' Day and Girls' Day. So I think she said the Girls' Day was in March or something. Anyway, Monday, what it says vlog and upload. So I guess that was the shopping vlog. Tuesday was the game. Wednesday I babysit all day. Thursday I posted my pictures. Oh, I know what that was. Excuse me. Excuse me, my tuberinos. I can tell I'm getting tired. I sneeze when I start getting tired. But so pardon me. But I had pictures from the game, and I had the last pictures from the Philippines, and I just had to get in the right mood in order to work on them. I just could, I thought I was going to cry my eyeballs out, but, it was just, I just had to wait till I could do it. Let's see. This was all last week. On Saturday, I took the kids to the playground. Sunday the 8th, I had lunch with my son. Okay, that's today. I had lunch. I already talked about that. What day did I took? Yeah, yesterday, Saturday, we took the kids just out side there, they have it's a playground over there where I took them before, but it's just down here. It's just a little, play area where the kids from the apartment complex play. And I was riding a bicycle. My daughter-in-law got a bicycle, and I have not ridden a bicycle in 34 years. But I actually, was riding around. That was my exercise for yesterday. It was so much fun. And like what they say is you don't forget, you don't forget. Because, I mean, literally, I haven't ridden a bicycle since my son was born, and he'll be 34, 35 in December. So, you know when that was. And that was a lot of fun. And it was something else. What else? What else? No, I think I talked about taking the kids to the river already. I think that was it. And then all what I taught. Oh, I know what it was. I did such a good job, but I just couldn't post that video. I'm not that vain, but I just could not post that video. Not like anybody's ever going to see it, but just for my, what was that? Oh, when I left the Philippines, I forgot. This is what I wanted to put into the other video, but I forgot. When I left the Philippines, I thought I was going to cry. I thought I was going to cry. Like when I left the hotel, once I got in the cab, I just started crying. I just let it go. I knew it was going to be bad, and I don't know why. It was such a nice experience, and I just felt that I was going to miss those people. And I thought, oh my gosh, when I start packing that stuff, you know how you throw your last stuff in the suitcase, and then I got in a taxi. I thought for sure I was going to cry. I did not cry until the plane took off. When the plane took off, I just cried. I just cried. And, that's why I didn't put the pictures up, because I, wanted to put them on Facebook. You have to work on them. You have to edit and, crop and, do a lot of stuff. And I wasn't ready to do that. So, but I got them up. Oh, and I don't know if I talked about, if I hauled them or not, but I had bought these skateboards for my grandkids, but they ended up being too heavy for me to bring back. Even with my new carry-on, they were just too heavy. And while I was over in the manager's office, turning in my key and, getting my deposit back and all that, taking care of all that business, I asked her, I said, do you have kids? Because I was just going to take them out into the yard out there, outside my gate, and so you can tell I'm tired. This is not going to be long. I winded. Trust me. And I was going to, take them out and just give them to some kids on the street. But I asked her, does she have kids? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, how old are they? And she said 6 and 3 or 5 and 3 or something crazy like that. So I said, okay, I got something for them. So I gave them to her. So, some kid is going to, enjoy them. That's good. And I think I talked a little bit about my writing. I worked a little bit the other night, which is very unusual. I very seldomly work at night because I can't concentrate, at night. When I get tired, it doesn't work, but I just doing a little bit of work. And I realized I have to put, like I've said before, your first draft is the skeleton. It's the, what do you call it? Foundation of the house. It's the beams and everything in the house, because you don't, somebody going down the steps. It's just a starting off point, jumping off point. It's nowhere near finished. And I realized the pillow talk has to be longer, and I got to make the sex scene longer. It was quick and hard and fast for a reason. And then, round 2 was slow and beautiful and, like she had imagined it. But, round 1 was crazy. And I got to make sure I edit these, which I'm going to let my grandkids see. But they need a little bit more pillow talk. And it's a scene I wanted to put in there in the first, no, in the middle draft of this story, she says to him, I'm going to ask a favor of you. And he says, sure, whatever you want. She says, no, 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 not now. She said, but there's going to come a time I'm going to ask a favor of you and I will need your help. And I want you to give me your word that no matter what it is, you're going to do it. And of course, she's thinking about her daughter in the event something happens, and her lover's kids that have been left in her care. And so he says, yeah, and I want to kind of work that in. So what I think I was going to do when he flies her back to Paris, he's going to say, well, I can give you anything you want. What do do you want anything? I can give you anything you want. And she says, and I think that's how I'm going to work that in. She's going to say, well, no, I'm kind of comfortable. But I'm debating on whether or not he gives her a gift. I'm thinking maybe he could give her a bracelet or a pendant or something, maybe a big ostentatious diamond necklace or something, I don't know what, but he could probably give her something. And I'll work in that. So I really want to work that that scene in there. I gotta elongate the love scene, elongate the pillow talk after round one. And then I also need to figure out where I'm going. I think what I'm going to do is have her talking to her best friend. And I don't know what I'm going to have him doing. I don't know what I'm going to have him doing. Because I really don't want to get into him, I want what his duty station is and what he's doing to be ambiguous. I don't want to exactly, so maybe while because he pretty much drops her off in Paris and says, well, I have to, go to wherever it is he's going. And, and his driver takes her back to the club, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm thinking is I should be writing this down, while they are at rehearsal, because she told him she had to come back. Let me see. While at rehearsal, I'll just write rehearsal. I don't know what that means. She could be talking to her best friend, her friend that was in Switzerland with her when she met him. And they can be talking about what happened, and she can be, telling her friend, about all the stuff that happened. So that's it. I think this will be the one that'll get put up. Yeah, but that other one, I just, I don't know what was wrong. I don't know if it was me particularly, or if I really looked that bloated, or what my problem was. But I just did not like how that video looked. So this one's going up. I don't care. And once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and to my women that I care for that live child free. Celebrate yourself today. And to all the men who raise their children by themselves, all the single dads that raise their kids, by themselves. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later.